All right, well, hey, yeah, we're live. Woo. Yay, I don't know, it's episode 5 or something. I don't know what this is doing. That's there. I haven't even put a cape on. I'm such a lazy bastard. Since I got back from New York, I'm like, my brain's all fried and jet lagged and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, welcome to Weapon Choice, live from Federico. You can follow us in all the places down there. There's some social stuff down there. And follow all of Federico's stuff everywhere. And let's just get into some haircutting now. Alina, right? Yeah! So good. Well, first of all, she just got her makeup done by Jacob, Mr. Della Rosario. Mr. Della Rosario. You want to come say hi and stuff? Yeah, no, you can.
The right-hand side.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah. That's Jacob. He's a super awesome makeup artist. So if you're in the Northern California area and want to pay him lots of money to do your makeup for you,
money.
Yeah, give him money because he's really talented, and you should support super talented people like Jacob Del La Rosario, something like that. Okay, so let's talk about Alina's hair. It's a fat bob, is what I call it. She has like amazing hair. It's like that. Oh, I'm a really good hair cutter because I'm in an Eastern European country and everyone has really fine straight hair and it's amazing. And her hair is amazing. However, you notice it's pretty much one length, so it's very like mom bob shape right now. So it's like really wide this way. If we keep turning and I turn things up, look at this gnarly cowlick like down here. It's all like tweaked out and crazy. So let's think about the process here. Oh, and then it just goes really long this way. And I never really like A-lines that start like long to the back. I usually like to round them out a little bit more. So let's talk about the whole thought process over this haircut right now. So knowing that it's a fat bob, it's fat because of everything back here, and it's actually a really, really nice haircut. It's just really heavy, and it's perfect. I don't even know why I'm cutting it. It's a great bob. However, this stuff under here is what's causing the problem and popping it out. Now, if I take that graduation tighter and try and push this higher, what's going to happen is those cowlicks are just going to take over and it's just going to spring up and I'm not going to have a clean line. If I layer it, then there's not enough weight falling on top of it and it's just going to be like really messed up there as well. So what I have to do, I believe, is one of my favorite things in the entire world, and that's to do an undercut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep most of this stuff like pretty long, and I'm going to take out the weight underneath and probably graduate it quite tight. And she does have a bit of wave there, so I need to take it short enough that it's going to kill the wave. And then this top stuff will just fall right over the top, and then we'll put our line in over that, and that'll be like totally freaking awesome. So let's go ahead and like spray her hair down and do all that stuff. You know what I need? I think everyone should message Adam on Facebook or Twitter and just tell him I need a hose with a handle, and it'd be like flash dance. Not even a bucket. Yeah, a bucket, but filled with water, not glitter. Just a glitter bucket. I need 2. I need 2 buckets. I need one with water and I need one with glitter. So yeah, so I don't have to spray down the hair. I was like water, and then when the haircut's over and the show's over, I'm just like, it's fucking magic, and just pull down some glitter and it'll just be glittery and awesome, and it'll just like look like a unicorn had diarrhea all over the studio. It's gonna be so rad. Glitter bucket. I totally need a glitter bucket.
A third bucket with blood in it.
Oh,
Harry moment.
Yeah, no, Slayer moment, because it's always a Slayer moment. Man, can you imagine, like, just seeing, I don't know, this just came to my head right now. Just imagine, like, a businessman walking down the street and he's got a bucket. You're like, hey, buddy, what's in the bucket? And he's like, blood. You got a bucket of blood? I don't know. It's just weird. Who does that? Who carries around maybe a farmer? You know, like, oh, I slow bled the pigs. I don't know. I've never been on a farm. Yeah. I don't know about farms. Do you?
Me?
Yeah?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me guess, you were raised on a farm too?
I live in Forest Hill.
Forest Hill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know where that is. But it sounds rural. It either sounds super rural, like farm country, or it sounds like a gated community for retired seniors.
Nope.
Like the pasture. Like,
Graduating class in high school had 64 students.
really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty insane. How far away is that from Sacramento, California, where Federico Beauty Institute is located?
It's about an hour and 15 minutes.
Do you commute every day?
Yep.
Wow. Thanks for coming to our school. Like, thanks for doing that. I guess you can't really homeschool cosmetology. I don't know how that would work. Take home your work. Really? Wow. You're like the coolest person I've met today. Yesterday, the other day. And small engine mechanic on top of that. Wow. That's pretty cool. All right. So this section, you always part right there, right? On that side?
Wherever.
Okay, so it goes wherever.
My natural part's in the middle, but
Okay. I like middle parts. You don't like middle parts?
they're all right.
They're okay. Well, you still kind of got those little bang things
I
going
don't
on.
really wear a part. Like, it just let it do its own thing.
Okay.
Pin my bangs back, call it a day.
All right. That's cool. Whatever. All right, so I'm going to get two sections out of the way on the top. I think that's going to be my focus for the next month, next couple months, is work on my pre-sectioning. And one of the reasons I want to do that is one of my favorite haircutting teams in the entire world is ZGAT. And if you guys don't follow them on Facebook, especially Mario and Ivana, I got to meet them in London, and they are the nicest, coolest people. But they're also the total most baller hair cutters ever. And they're with a Croatian company, academy called ZGAT. And you all need to follow them because they're so freaking amazing that you're just an idiot if you don't follow them on Facebook. You're stupid and I hate your guts. So you should follow them.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. What are you doing even watching this stupid guy cutting hair for? This wannabe Jesus cutting hair.
How do you spell ZGAT?
ZGAT. That's probably not even the pronunciation. There's probably a Croatian pronunciation to it, but I don't know what it is. So I'm going with ZGAT. And they're just incredible. I don't know where. Oh, so we're talking about pre-sectioning. So when you look, and I swear, Mario he'll cut these models and he'll cut their hair and he takes just cell phone pictures. And I swear, his cell phone pictures of his models that he just has them up against the wall, shooting them like that, I'm more inspired by those than any fucking Naha shoot. Because I know that it's a cell phone, it's not faked, and his lines look like they were cut with a freaking laser. And it's just the most amazing thing ever. But he also takes pictures of his haircuts while they're being cut. So, and one of the things I noticed is that he just always has impeccable sections, which I've always been a sloppy sectioner, so I really need to work on that. But his sections are just impeccable, and it's all mapped out before he cuts. And so I think that might be my focus. Because for those of you that have followed the show for quite a while, I've always talked about, you know, getting better at little things. Like, pick a thing to get good at. And so I think my thing I'm going to focus on coming up is just doing really, really nice sections. And of course I say that now, but I've totally destroyed these sections. They're not clean, they're not nice. But I'll get there, I'll get there if I focus on it. Think of this as like my before picture. This is like my before miserable, like, my hair sucks, right? And then, like in a couple months, you guys will see my sections, and it'll be like, oh wow, that bob looks so good on her. Oh wow, I love her little pixie cut. Yeah, you move it around and do what I want. Yeah, oh, there we go. Hey, all right. I don't know why the contrast is really high right now. All right, so let's have a look. All right, so I can see where the sections are going. So I'm going to start with a center section. Get it out of the way. And I'm going to cut it pretty flat. And I'm going to leave a bit of this length to start. And that way, and I'm going to take a smaller section because that's what I'm working on. That way I have some room to kind of clean up and make that line at the bottom really clean. So steep, almost a flat layer, but still graduation, and cut up. And I'm not going to overdirect to the center. I'm going to keep working right off the head shape. And the reason for that is because I've wanted to remove weight from the haircut. And so if I start over directing back, then I'm going to leave like really heavy corners right here. And I think our corners are a bit too heavy. And when we leave corners, it has a tendency, it'll make the head look really wide. And we don't want that. So I'm going to work straight off from the head shape. We have any questions yet? Any comments?
Adrian Lopez says
good evening, Adrian.
And hashtag glitter bucket.
And glitter bucket, yeah.
Gabriel.
Uh-huh.
I always watch with my 10-year-old son. He's cracking up. Hashtag glitter bucket. And Adrian also says that she found and followed Nuget. And thanks for the tip.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Adrian. Hashtag pound glitter bucket. You know, I decided that hashtag takes too long to say, and it's the pound sign anyways. So you might as well just say pound because it makes everything sound so much better. So, like, even things like yellow and swag, like what are you going to be? Like, oh, hashtag swag. No, pound swag. Pound yellow, pound butt chug, like pound glitter bucket. Everything sounds better. Pound. It sounds exciting. Like, pound it, bro. Like, pound it, bro. So, yeah, no more hashtag. No, it's going to be pound. We can change this, people. Just start using it. Once your friends see how cool you are for saying pound, they'll get in line. And if they don't, you just pull a Tanya Harding on them and club their kneecaps. So this section I'm just pulling, I am over directing just because it's the weak mastoid process and it's a disgusting habit I have. The repetition of pulling away, but if it's too long and it's too heavy, I can always go back and cut it. But that's pretty good so far. I got some nice like graduation going on, and I'll just do a little cross check here. And to me, cross checking is to see how I did, not to cross cut, but I can see right here, I totally screwed up and I over directed way too far back there. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to recut that and fix it. Because the show's all about trying to get better. And sometimes I forget that and just want to be like pound funny idiot. But it is about haircutting, so I mean, it's all about correcting little things. Maybe that's something I should start doing more too, is cross-checking. I should probably do that. And let's cross-check the bottom little area. And I did pretty good, except for that one awkward corner. Right, so we can see that cowlick popping up, and we'll probably take that in a little bit, and then everything's gonna drop over that. So it's totally groovy. All right, so now I'm working the other way. So now my fingers are up and my thumb's pointing that way. And so whatever direction we're traveling, it's like our thumb takes us there. So it's like hitchhiking. And just tilt a bit for me. And work straight out from the head. And one of those little tips so that you're working straight out from the head is to rest the comb against the head shape and then go straight out from there. And then you know you're not like going funky one way or the other. Let's move it back so I don't block the light. And just keep cutting and traveling the other way around to the other corner. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Pound basic, pound glitter bucket, pound swag, and cut. And tilt. So I was in New York last weekend. That was pretty cool. I got to connect with like DJ Muldoon and hang out with Douglas McCoy and get totally jet lagged. And I went to Brooklyn. Never been to Brooklyn before. Brooklyn's cool. I like Brooklyn. I'm a fan. I think next time, I think my goal is every time I go to New York, I'm going to try and visit a different borough. So next time I'm going to check out the Bronx. And then maybe someday I'll check out Staten Island and Queens. I always want to go to Queens. And there we go. Right, so we got a lot of weight taken out of it. Graduation, you can already see we're building a better head shape, right? We're going this way, it's not going to be so fat. And let's cross-check. Yeah, why not? All right, better. Okay, so now I'm going to pull down another section, and I'm just going to see how it lays over this undercut I did. So I'm going to take an inch section. Actually, I'm going to comb it all down, see what's going on. And you can see like it's now cupping the head shape a bit better. But I'm going to take about an inch section across, bring it down to kind of see like how we're going. Because sometimes like you always need to make micro adjustments when you're undercutting. So sometimes you want to go higher on the head. Sometimes you just need below the O bone. So it's important to check that. I don't always like going above the O bone because then the hair on top tends to just sit out here. Whereas if you stay below the O bone, it tends to cup in a little more. All right. Let's have a look. All right, yeah, I can go a little higher with it, hopefully. So I'm just going to go to the area right above the ear. The division point of the ear. And we'll come around here. You doing all right under there?
Me?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good.
Just chilling.
All right, so when you say like you work on small engines, is that like lawnmowers? Like small engines or bigger than that?
Like lawnmowers, chainsaws.
Chainsaws, really? Oh.
Weed eaters,
Wow.
go-karts, those are fun.
Have you made a go-kart before?
We kind of sort of built one.
Okay. Because I was thinking our school is so big that if we could build a few go-karts, we could have like Super Mario Kart going, and that would be awesome.
Just see like the turtle shells
Yeah, turtle shells flying, like all kinds of nutty crap happening. It'd be great.
I'll get right on there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Segways would be cool too.
I'll bring the you bring the go-karts. I'll bring the turtle shells. Oh, I also want to say thank you to Hannah for being my assistant since Katie's got to work late. So yeah, thanks for coming out. And thanks for everyone watching. How many viewers we got? Like 2?
There's 11 watching right now.
Yeah, sweet. Any more comments?
Sandy says yay.
Okay. Yay for the go-karts or yay for pound in or?
I guess pound.
Okay, sweet.
And Gabrielle says you are so right.
About pound. Yeah, I totally am. We're starting this. This is where it starts. Weapon of choice.
There's 14 people watching
Yeah, well, you know. Some people like me. The same 14 people. Hey, you know what would stoke me out? If you guys are friends with hairdressers on like Facebook and shit, like if you just want to like pound share the video, the link, that would be awesome. But if people in the audience are watching, that would be like, that would stoke my day out. Like get more viewers. That would be totally cool. You should do that. Please, I beg of you. No, that was kind of the thing that bummed me out with season 1. Well, I guess, I don't know, towards the end of season 1, I would get up to 90 live viewers, so that was pretty good, but it's like I disappeared for a couple years and didn't do the live show, so I lost a lot of that kind of following. So it's funny, I thought with season 2 I would see a bunch of the old people come back, but they're slow to come back. And yeah, go ahead and you can comment in the YouTube comments below. And you can chat with me and say stuff. So that's cool too. I mean, that's a good reason to not watch it like on YouTube afterwards. Because when you watch live, you can be like, you're a stupid jackass. And I'll be like, thanks, you are too. Pound hypocrite. So, you know, it's all about the interaction, I guess. But then Thursday night's kind of a wonky night because some people are still in the salon. Sometimes Katie said YouTube no working, but no, I think it's working.
It says the stream's good.
Okay, yeah, stay off that page because that's a crazy page. There we go. All right, cool. I don't know why it's not working for Katie.
People are still commenting.
Yeah.
Someone says, JL Jones says, stop trying to make pound happen. It's not happening.
What? Stop trying to make pound happen?
Yeah.
No, pound make pound happen.
I think the best part is it says pound fetch at the end.
It sounds what?
Fetch.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You know what that's from? Like Mean Girls.
Yeah, okay. I know Mean Girls.
And Mark Dawson says, what up? Congrats on the HVA.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I won an award. That was cool. It's a VHS. Except I took it apart to see if there was anything on it. And it was actually Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So I was curious. It's kind of like when you move into a new apartment and you're like, hey, let's pull up these hardwood floors and see if there's carpet underneath. And yeah. So it's cool. Now I can record my shows off of TV. Yeah. I got a VHS tape. That's cool.
Should we show them?
No, we're good. All right. So continuing with my next section. Okay. Let's see. No, this isn't going to work. Okay, I got to take this stuff up. Okay, I got to take this stuff up and I got to put a line in my graduation. Maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Let's put our bottom line in first and then we'll go back and drop this line down. That'll be cool. That'll be fucking awesome. Why not? Okay. Sorry I curse a lot. You don't mind, do you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you do, it's totally cool. I don't have to work blue. Okay. All right, cool.
You're funny.
Okay, cool.
So Monica would like to know what your favorite shears
My favorite scissors are the Mizutani Retros, and they've served me really well. And they've actually, Mizutani makes me, they make me custom ones that make that clicking sound. And people always ask me, are your scissors broken? And I'm like, no, they're not broken. They're there to annoy my coworkers. So, yeah, they're my favorites. And so I'm kind of moving up with this line a little bit to kind of create as much of a round little shape as possible. Because I want to get away from like doing an A-line and starting it dropping here. I want to move up and then kind of down a little bit. And really, since it's an undercut, I just wanted to kind of clean that up so I could see the skin a bit. So that when I do drop this section down, I can see my line when it goes in. And we'll drop around here. It's looking pretty good so far.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, it's looking all right. All right, bring this around. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my line in. I'm gonna jump it up a little bit and try and curve this line in. And I told her I'd keep her length. So I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep her length because I'm not a crappy bastard that does whatever he wants. So I used to be like that. Oh man, it was so funny. Like, okay, when I first got on the floor after like being an assistant and stuff like that, I worked for a guy that was like a platform artist for a big company, and so everything he did was a gimmick. And that's really enticing when you're like first out of school and stuff. You don't have a lot of taste. So you see a guy cutting hair with a chainsaw and you think that's awesome, when really it's not awesome whatsoever. So I thought it was great. And I was just talking about this a few minutes ago. I was like, you know, I used to think that I used to be better before. Because, I mean, the process of cutting hair is you keep screwing up, and then you're like, okay, I know never to do that again. And so I was under this impression that I used to be better kind of when I first started because I had no fear. And I could just like, I didn't care. I would just put asymmetrical stuff on everyone and I would make people cry, but I was like, no, I'm getting the haircut. But then Katie and I, on our way back from the Long Beach ice show, we decided to stop at my mom's house where I had a bunch of stuff stored from that era. Not only did we find like 3 pairs of leather pants that she turned into a purse. She's really crafty that way. But not only did we find 3 pairs of leather pants, but we also found some old like disposable camera pictures of my haircuts from that era. And they were the most horrendous freaking things that I've ever seen in my life. Like, there's one where I'm like, it's like this short kind of thing going on. I'm like, is that some ketchup running down her face? And I'm like, oh no, I dyed the underneath red and that's a little tiny disconnection. It was just the worst thing ever. It was horrible. So yeah, no, I feel like I'm a much better hair cutter now.
Be nice to me.
What? Yeah, no, I'm not, what? When did I? What? No, I was talking about the old days. Come on. I told you I'm going to keep the length in the front. In fact, I'm just going to disconnect that out for now, and then we'll tack it dry. Because it's so fun in the front that I'll probably like pull it out and like disconnect it. So I'm really safe with it. And then we'll keep pulling this down. Here's our next section. And I realize my body position probably isn't perfect, but I have to cut to the webcam. So let's calm down and I'll try and stay out of the way as much as possible.
Katie says he sucks.
What? Katie's on? Oh.
Katie says he sucks less.
Oh. She's just going to ruin the chat now. And everyone's going to cheer her on because everyone loves Katie. Everyone hates Joshua Flowers. And everyone only puts up with my crap because they want to hang out with Katie. I swear the whole industry just uses me so they can hang out with Caitlin Butler.
And Sandy Elena shared it.
Okay, so now we're getting a much nicer, like, kind of bob shape going on. And let's bring it over to the next side. Am I doing all right? Is Katie yelling at me for my camera or anything like that? Or no, she just said I suck butt. Okay. Yeah, thanks. I love you too, dear. I love you. Love you bunches. Thank you. Okay.
At least it's not all caps.
What?
It's just lowercase.
Oh, the caps are coming. Don't you worry. There will be caps. Oh, yes. There will be caps. There will be cuts. There will be blood. There will be glitter.
Point to blood.
No country for old hairdressers. How can we take movies and relate them to my show? Graduation day. We continue this. And just behind the ear. This front stuff I'm going to leave out till it's dry. So kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it's disconnected. It may be. We'll see. And I'll probably do a little bit of dry layering on it. Still doing okay under there?
Yeah.
Not freaking out?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Don't do that.
I just don't want to get fired.
What? How would you get fired?
I'm crazy.
Oh, no, it's not going to be crazy at all. I don't even... When was the last time you've seen me do crazy hair? Never. That's right, never. I don't do crazy hair anymore. I do conservative, nice, clean, slick looks. Because I'm not a good enough of a photographer or a good enough of a hair cutter to make like insane haircuts work anymore. So I just avoid them altogether because I'm chasing the image now. And the image I want for you is just a super awesome neato haircut. How about that? And for webcam purposes, I'm coming over the top here, and I'm just going to slide down into this length. Okay. Still A-line. And now we can totally see that the whole like fat bob thing has completely disappeared with this undercut. So that's pretty freaking cool. All right, now we're going to bring down these other sections, which means I'm going to have like 10 clips on my sleeve. It's just stupid. It's just a stupid thing to do. I should set them down. Looks so dumb. It's not even like state board. That's okay. I know the president is state board, so it's fine. It's cool. All right, we're going to take one more section. This is really like doing a one-length bob now, after the graduation part. Just a one-length Robert. I'm glad I got a chuckle out of you guys. One length Robert.
Took me a second.
It's better than a one length Richard. Anyone? Okay. Yeah, I got it. All right, next section down. Boom, boom. And now we can see that that stuff really isn't reaching at all. Oh, I put that other clip down. Idiot. Oh, Josh. Josh, you suck. I'm just putting myself down before my girlfriend does. You're so awful. Everything you do. Give me those scissors. Let me do that. She's on like haircut strike, Katie. Her hair's getting really long. She won't let me cut it anymore. I think she's afraid. Because maybe I was just really awful like a year and a half ago. Maybe I'm still not good. Maybe that's why she won't let me cut her hair. Ugh, I'm stressed out. Cut. All right, where are we at? Oh, that thing.
Yep.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what it is. Like, women can have like these big old like J-Lo hoops going on, and I won't comb them. I'll like be fine the whole haircut. But like one little tiny stud and like we're both screwed. Then you're bleeding. And then it's a ER visit. And it's just sad for both of us.
I have liquid stitches in my shirt.
You have liquid stitches? Are you like a medic too? Like what else do you do?
I play softball.
You're like, I don't know. You're like that old In Living Color sketch where like the Jamaicans did every job.
It's in my softball bag, isn't it?
Okay. Is softball that brutal of a sport?
Yes, because I choose not to wear pants.
Because you don't wear pants. All right.
When you slide in shorts, your legs.
Oh, you're wearing shorts. Okay. I thought it just.
No, I just. Don't
it just meant.
I'm
like, what kind of league are you playing in? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Series of the No Pants Softball League. Yeah, I guess the No Pants League would give you soft balls, because there's not a lot of support there. Oh, that was the dumbest thing I've said all like year. Oh, don't worry, I'll try and top it. But that was, that was fantastic. I'm really proud of that one. If you guys can't tell, I'm like, yeah. I made a punny. Alright, continue with this bob thing. Just at the division point of the ear. And same thing on this side. Go to division point of the ear, see where we land. I guess that's another thing I need to work on. I need to work on like my wet hair cutting and my wet one lengths. I just need to work on my hair cutting altogether. God, I am so bad. Okay.
Please don't say that.
Well, I didn't mean it. It's this humble front. I actually have this huge, horrible ego. I just like say that I suck at things when really I think I'm the best. Not really. Okay, I need a brush. There we go. All right, you ready to get blow dried? That sounds fun. Sure, why not? Let's get this nozzle off. Any comments? Yeah. There what? Totally. And a free haircut. Yeah, Instagram. That's like the only like social network I like anymore. I hate Facebook, but I love Instagram. Pound softballs. Yeah, pound softballs. See, it's catching on. It's catching on. It starts here tonight. The pound revolution. The pound revolution starts right now. Get in it to win it. Don't be left out. I mean, you've probably been looking for something else to say since Yellow died. So get on this. Get on the pound train. Pound train. I bet all 14 of us watching can like get this trending. 19 can get pound trending. Maybe. I hope. Alright. So I'm just working on this little graduation bit under there first. And because of those cowlicks, I'm trying not to agitate it too much. So if you notice, I'm not like blowing the hair around. I'm just being really gentle with it. And normally I would have loved to have Katie here do another haircut during the blow dry so you guys don't have to watch this boring crap. But she had to work. So, sorry. Maybe I could dance. Do the Running Man? No one's getting like that. Pound white guy dancing. This is not going to get any viewers. So, yeah. I don't know. This is really fun for me. Maybe that's why I don't cut much hair anymore. This part sucks. I'm just gonna, you know what? You know what needs to come back in, even more than pound, is just setting all our clients in rollers. We just really need to get back in that. Just, I don't even mean like hair sculpting, and don't try and modernize it. Nah, just big fucking Texas hair needs to make a total comeback, and we're all good. You know how much money we would have made? Thanks a lot, Vidal. Thanks a lot. We're seeing like clients once a week. Now we see them once a month. If that. Oh, actually, no. They have all the clients want long mermaid hair. We see them like once a year now. Yeah. So screw you, Tumblr. And your Tumblr mermaids. The pound conductor. Wow, all right. Pound Town. I'm taking Twitter to Pound Town. So yeah, I mean, she's got pretty straight hair, so there's no need to like totally agitate it and get it all worked up. No nozzle, I just want the hair to like kind of bake into place. Like honestly, like a dryer would be great. Just smooth it all down and throw it under a dryer. I used to do that when I was a little like upgrading bastard, and used to upgrade like every one of my haircut clients into highlights, because people actually got highlights back in the day. Back in my day, when I was doing horrible hair. People got highlights, so, but, yeah, so I would be like, oh, let's go ahead and just sit you under the dryer while I do another highlight, because I triple booked you and don't have an assistant. But what was great is you'd put them under the dryer for like 10 minutes. You just comb the hair straight and put them under the dryer for 10 minutes. It buys you some time, especially on people with super thick hair. And then you just bring them out and like flat wrap them. And it makes life like super easy. Maybe I won't even have to flat iron this. Maybe it's just all gonna bevel under really nice. And you know what that means? It means your hair is gonna be super easy to style on your own. And you won't be like coming into my office yelling at me like, my haircut sucks, you're a horrible person, I wish you would die in a fire. I know, it's happened. But you won't have to do that. You'll just be like, wow, I love my haircut, and I didn't get fired from my job, and like it's so much easier to style, and you're just like awesome, and thanks for being awesome, Joshua Flowers. And maybe you'll bring me a gift plant, like one of my plant. Everyone keeps giving me these plant prizes for doing stuff. And like, I think like my office is going to be a humid like rainforest soon because of all the plants. It's going to have its own ecosystem. What's that? Cupcakes? No, you don't have to do that. I love cupcakes, but I know I didn't want to bring... See, now I feel like you feel like you're obligated to bring me something because you were my model, but no, that's not the way it works. I should be giving you like... Okay, yeah, no, I'll take cupcakes. You bring me one cupcake because I don't want to get like sugar crazy like I do sometimes. Oops, wait, cord, where'd it go? I really wish someone would make a cordless blow dryer. You know, I'm gonna rock this middle part on you. And now that I got that like crazy cowlick area under control, now I can just start like put it on high air and start blow drying the heck out of it. Is that brush okay on your scalp? You're not sensitive or anything, are you? Okay, cool. What never dies? Oh, really? Still out there. I should do a whole series of photographs of like setting like, you know, 20-year-old girls in like roller sets. It would just be so awful. It would be awesome. It all sounds dirty. Well, no, that's the kind of thing about the pound, like saying pound instead of hashtag, is that, you know, it sounds funnier. It sounds a little dirty, but you're like, whoa, wait, was that dirty? No, oh no, he was talking about hashtagging. Yeah, just pound hair. Oh. I do need a new shirt. Oh, I didn't put you in a shirt. I'll have to do that after the haircut, before I take the pictures. Yeah. Because I make my own shirts. You guys can buy those shirts on JoshXO.com. I have some cool ones. You guys can go there right now and look at some shirts. And support free, like, haircutting education, because that's kind of awesome. I don't know. I don't charge you guys. I just ask you to buy a shirt every once in a while. Just ask you to share my pictures and hit the like button every once in a while. And what else? Buy a shirt every once in a while. That's a great way to support people. I mean, this is pretty boring. I'll probably be at this for another 5 minutes. So if you want to go, you know, buy a shirt right now, well, I'm not going to tell anyone if you disappear. Pound Mermaids Rock? Yeah, now. Okay. So I feel like I've been cutting like a lot of bobs on this show. The past few episodes have just been like bobs, which is amazing because I was struggling so hard in like San Diego to find models that wanted something besides stupid long hair. But then again, Federico is also a cosmetology school as well as our advanced academy. So for a lot of beauty school girls, the A-line bob is like the gateway drug into shorter hair. It's like, oh, I just cut off all my hair. Okay, I guess I'll get an A-line. And then maybe they go to a hair show and see something really awesome. And then they get something even shorter. Or maybe they try bleaching their hair a few times and then it fries off and then it goes shorter from there. But at least it's already in an A-line bob shape, so it's like no big deal. In 3 weeks? You've been through 3?
You're my third haircut in 3 weeks.
Wow, okay, well thanks. Thanks for choosing me. Shop smart, shop S-Mart. Was your hair really blonde at some point? That's why it just does not want to dry whatsoever.
Oh no, I chopped it all off.
No, it's still there.
The blonde is like...
Yeah, no, I can feel it. Yeah, yeah, it's chewy. I think we better give you a pixie cut. Yeah? Come on. Gateway haircut. Pound gateway. Hi, Katie Perkins. I got to meet her in like New York. She's awesome. Thanks. I think her Instagram name is KTW Perkins. I think that's it. She'll put it down there. But Katie Perkins is an awesome freaking hair cutter, and you guys should totally follow her on Instagram because her haircuts are like make mine look really stupid. So I kind of hate her, but she's a super duper awesome haircut cutter. And there's something about that I just totally dig right now, and I think we need like more awesome like hair cutting girls in the like cutting industry, in the hair industry. I mean, you have Tina and Sally and Tracy that all came from Sassoon, Elizabeth Harley, but I just want to see like more just super kick-ass like girls cutting hair. And Katie Perkins, that's one of those girls, as well as Katie, my girlfriend, Katie. So I think it's like kind of changing a little bit, and that makes me really happy because traditionally, if you look on platform stages and stuff like that, it's like girls are always colorists. I don't know, I think there's just something awesome when like a girl walks on stage and just like totally just makes another girl's hair go by. It's kind of like a little cat fight in a way. No, but I mean, besides, you know, my little fantasies like of hair cutting cat fights, no, I think like the industry needs like really just, I think the industry just in total needs more like awesome, powerful chicks. Not that are like cheerleading or like cheering for other people, but that are like actually like producing content, producing art and blogging like about being a hairdresser. Because I think that's awesome. And I think like the weird thing is when I was in school, like the stereotypical like really good like guy with a British accent being the best hairdresser was always really intimidating. And I'm just this goofy like punk rock guy from Santa Cruz. And so I think like having like women, you know, start really putting their work out there and like doing awesome shoots and being awesome haircutters, you know, will try and like change that stereotype. In fact, I was having a conversation with it about it last night, that when I started in the industry, there was much fewer like straight male hairdressers than there are today. And it's cool that the stereotype has just changed over the years for American hairdressers. And so, yeah, I like watching like girls be really successful and like just really badass in this industry. And I think there needs to be more of it that aren't hiding behind the color bowls. So that's my rant on women in the hair industry and how badass they should be. So I don't know how many like videos in front I'm going to be. I don't know how many more videos I'll be cutting hair in front of the camera. I kind of really like the behind the camera kind of stuff. So if I'm doing any more like videos just for like personal stuff, I think I'm just going to have Katie be in all of them because she's a really awesome hair cutter, and I think in some ways she's even a better hair cutter than me now. Definitely a better hairstylist. Katie's been doing all the hair for all my photo shoots lately, and I've just been working the camera. And Katie's just freaking amazing. So we've kind of like switched roles in a bit. Whereas if any video you guys saw that would have me in front of the camera cutting hair, primarily was Katie filming it. So now we've kind of like traded places, and now I plan on filming like Katie's haircuts and stuff a lot more. And hopefully when she doesn't have to work, she can stop by the show and share some haircuts with you guys because she's totally awesome. So there's that. So that's what I'm doing to bring women awesome women to the forefront of the hairdressing world. I think maybe I should give a photo shoot away soon, or a video shoot. I think so. We'll figure some out. Some awesome concepts. Wow, I kind of went on a long rant that way. I kind of stopped being funny. Oh, don't worry, something will come. It's just flat ironing is not very fun. We got any comments or questions or anything going on?
Sandy is talking about robbing a homeless man to make the shirt sale happen, I'm sure.
Okay. Cool.
And JL Jones says if you want to be tipsy, you could name this the Town Bob.
Okay.
Sandy says gateway haircuts are what make the world go round.
Okay.
And Mike says then they just get extensions.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, that's the true thing. It's very safe, like an A-line bob. I got it again, didn't I? Gosh, I am such a jerk. I was gonna say, yeah, because it is that medium point, and a lot of times they get it just like around their shoulders. So that way you can grow it out real easy, or just put extensions in it. Doing okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah? See, it's still long. You want to feel it? That front bit. No, the front. Yeah, there you go. See?
Don't feel the back.
No, the back's not even that short. It's not like I shaved it or anything. Because you didn't want to go as short as Heather, right? Mm-mm. Yeah, no, I didn't take you that short. Nowhere near that short. I took that off. She had no hairline. Yeah, no, you still have a hairline. That's cool. I didn't like pull a Houdini on your hairline. That would have been dumb. Boom. So yeah, she's got pretty straight hair. So I'm just using the flat iron to give it a little bit of polish. Using it to kind of turn this like top layer under just a little bit. I never like, on the subject of flat ironing, I've never been one that straightens with an iron. I only use the iron to add a bit of polish. But you'll never see me like straightening curls out with an iron. I feel like you should do all your, like, if someone's got wave in their hair or any curl in their hair, I feel like you should do your straightening with the blow dryer and brush, and then just use the flat iron to polish any frizz or anything that might be going on. Just because you're going to spend so much time trying to like kick everything under and get a good polish with the flat iron, when if you would have just spent a little more time with the blow dryer, you wouldn't have had to struggle so hard. So yeah, I'm really disconnected from the front and the back, so I'm going to fix that with a bit of dry cutting when we finish here. And really, I mean, if you look at it, minus this front, I mean, it's just the most normal haircut in the world. I mean, it's just a regular, like, little bob. But we have all this, like, short stuff, like, hiding out under there. But that really helps, like, get her cowlick under control. It keeps her from having, like, a big old, like, Martha Stewart, like, mom bob. And it's safe. It's a way to take the, like, underneath shorter and, like, and still, like, have that top layer length so that people aren't freaking out. Right? Not freaking out? Good. So I think I have enough, like, space here. And that's another reason I kind of did one length on this top layer. Was to see how much space I had and how much freedom I had to layer this top bit, which will help kind of take some of that remaining blonde out of there. But it also like loosen it up too, so that we get a less flat head shape, because it is looking a little flat now. So a little bit of layering will just help round out that top and give a better head shape. And you know, it's funny, I keep like redefining as I gain more evidence. I, you know, redefine like my theories on haircutting, and I'm always trying to like constantly involved. And it's always like how simple can I break down haircutting? How can I describe haircutting? And the simplest I've been able to get, besides like do no harm, you know, the Hippocratic oath, is to all you want in a haircut is you want an oval and a question mark. And that's the only thing that matters. So as long as you can, no matter the face shape, if you can give them the illusion of an oval face shape and give their profile the illusion of a question mark, then you've done your job. And I guess like technique isn't really a matter of that, but I guess if I had to break down haircutting, that would be it. Okay, so there's crazy cowlick stuff going on there. So I'm going to kind of comb that all forward and work with that. And I'm just going to work on layering like this a little bit. Oh, your hair is so shiny and awesome right now. Yeah, and clean, right? You washed it today?
I did.
Yeah, thank you. She was like, I haven't washed my like hair in a year. What was it, 4 days? Yep. 4 days, yeah. I'm like, thanks, you better go get it. You better rinse and repeat. All right, so I'm just working around, not point cutting or anything. I'm just cutting bluntly. No reason to like point cut yet. I want to see how everything kind of shakes out a little bit. So if I pull it out, there's my stuff I undercut. And then I pull out further, and that's now my one length. So if I pull it out, I know I can take this corner off, and I'll be safe, and I won't really put like any holes into that over baseline that I made. And that's already like slimming things down. And if you notice, I'm going to stay on this side for working both sides, and that way I'm working out from my outline and not risking cutting into it. Otherwise, then I'll really like put some like holes in that top layer. And then that top layer starts looking really chunky. And it's not in my taste, you know, the really like chunky looking bobs, because she's got really straight hair. So if I put that like chunky texture into it, it's totally going to show off. So I'd rather go with more of a blunt texture. And I don't know what it is, if it's the culture of like hair shows or what it is, but I think everyone thinks when they dry cut that they have to do these crazy like point cutting techniques and stuff. And really, as long as your sections are clean and you know, I find if you're working vertically and your sections are clean, then you won't be like putting crazy like holes in it, and you don't really need to do all this crazy like point cutting. Plus, I think your hair kind of felt like it was cut with a razor, right? A little bit last time? Yep. No? Texturized a bit? Nope. No? Okay, never mind. It was just long. Okay. Cool. So yep, just working away.
Josh, you didn't color your hair, right?
I did not color her hair.
Someone asked what color was on your hair.
I don't know, what color is on your hair?
4B by Goldwell.
4B? Mm-hmm. As in boy?
Yes.
Okay, 4B by Goldwell. Top chic. Top chick. Oh man, when I first started in this industry, there was so many words that I didn't know what they were, because growing up as a stupid kid. So yeah, I'm like, but I read them in books, because I always read a lot of books, but I grew up in Santa Cruz, a little punk rock kid. I never heard anyone pronounce these words. So I'm like, I would say to clients like, wow, what a really chic look you have. Like, chic, you know, I'm such an awful person. I was such an awful person. All right, so working through the front now. I'm just going to keep directing back, I think, maybe. No, let's cut our baseline first, the rest of our baseline, and keep the length, because that would make sense. All right, turn. There we go. Let's bring it in. Okay, so it's looking quite blunt now, so I need to blend from here down to that length a bit. So I'm going to pick it up. And this is going to be weird with the camera, but I'm going to do my best for body position. I'm just going to work from there, and I'm just going to make small cuts as I slide my fingers out to the length. And a lot of times you'll have to do this a couple times. Just to refine it as you go. And a little higher of an elevation, that kind of keeps a little weight to the bottom. There we go. Bit better. Awesome. So let's try the other side. And that way, right, we establish the baseline first with the dry cut around the face, and we can see what's going on there. And then we can go through and layer the top because we already know that we have this baseline piece kind of sectioned out and ready to go. So I mean, really, if we could do a mullet kind of thing, as long as we like left that, she would still have her length. Don't worry, we're not going to do that though. You're not ready for that.
Nope. I'd freak out.
Would you? Would you freak out?
I would freak out.
Oh, you would hate me forever, and I wouldn't want to do that. I haven't made anyone cry in like years, so.
Today's the day.
No, I'm not about to start now. I'm not about to start at all. All right, so just continuing to point, working towards that length from our baseline. Still a little blunt. We'll bring it back. And then working overhand. It's the only way to get into this section here. And we just keep working out. And just to that little bit of length there. There we go. And work. There we go. So yeah, so you can see with that high elevation, it gave it a bit of a layer through that front. Still a little heavy right there. Still a little chunky. So I want to make sure I comb it out really flat. That's probably was my problem. I was giving it a bit of a twist. And I can see right there. Well, let's just keep that gradual shift of length happen. I mean, there's a couple ways. I mean, you could go through and like slice down and dry cut that way, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so now I can like layer through the top here. So I'm gonna go with a center section. Comb the hair straight up. And take that section from the back that I cut already as my guide, and I'm gonna work this way. Making sure I maintain a steep finger angle. And this is just gonna lighten all that stuff up, and this will also keep it from being a mom bob. But with the rest of our haircut that we did, we knew that we were protecting that baseline, which is always like the key, is protecting that baseline. So I know that because I have a baseline established from the parietal ridge down, that I can do whatever I want to the top, take clippers to it, which is a small engine, right? No? Okay. I could take clippers to it, and it would still be okay to the top, because below the parietal is has a maintained baseline. That did not amuse you whatsoever, did it? You were pretty bummed out about the. You were pretty bummed out about the Friar Tuck haircut.
Yeah.
I would love to give Kim Kardashian that haircut. Just like shave out a nice little circle there and just see if it would catch on at all. Like ever since like Miley Cyrus, I'm seeing all kinds of blonde girls with like pompadours running around. So I wonder if Kim did it. I wonder if like all these women would just like cut their mermaid hair into like little Friar Tucks. It would be so awesome.
I know, I'd have to get a big girl cut.
Yeah, yeah.
I decided.
Just the Friar Tuck, pound tuck. pound the Friar. Oh, it would be so awesome. What? No, instead of hashtag, it's a pound symbol.
No, yeah, no, I know what we're
Yeah, don't be dirty. Don't, Carrie, don't turn this into a dirty thing.
trying to keep it back over here.
Yeah, no. It's a new, shorter term, because depending on how many times you say hashtag a year,
Yeah.
just by saying pound, you save yourself a syllable.
True.
And if you're like me and say hashtag 347 times a day, I mean, that's like, and you figure that one syllable is worth 1/2 second, you know, you're saving yourselves a lot of seconds during the day.
That's what it really is. It's a pound sign from the
And then that's more time I can concentrate on rage and anger and hatred and all the things that really give me a creative mind. Because I feel like happy motivation is just Prozac for creativity. You know, like Charles Bukowski was probably the most miserable guy in the world, but he was a brilliant poet. And like, he's the last person that would be writing about like sunshine and rainbows. So I just, like, if anyone's like a writer and has done like writing, like, you know how crappy it is to be like writing happy stuff, like there's no depth to it, no meaning. So yeah, you can take your happy, positive stuff all you want, and I'll still be this miserable fuck making cool shit. So yeah, happiness and motivation are way overrated.
Mike Dahl would like to know if you, when you first started, did you ever mess up a haircut pretty bad?
All the time, because I thought I was a platform artist, like 1 month out of school. So like, yeah, I was doing all kinds of this stuff, like, oh, wow, I don't know what I'm doing, but hair's falling on the floor, all right? Yeah, I was a jackass. I was a leather pants wearing jackass. Like, so yes, I made a lot of people cry. I was horrible. The pictures were horrible as well. Everything was terrible. Yeah. But I wasn't humble then. Well, I'm not really humbled now, but I didn't know how bad I sucked. So if you guys go to JoshXO.com and you look at Josh's Guide to Being a Better Haircutter, one of the main things is you suck. Like, you're terrible. Never think that you're good at what you do, because you'll never improve. So just remember that. You're terrible, you suck. And you know what? Here's the comfort thing to know. No matter how many hours you spend at cutting hair, no matter how hard you try to become a great hairdresser, you're never going to be as good as Tim Hartley. Ever. It's not, no, it won't fucking happen. You won't. You just, no matter, I know there's a lot of, I'll think my way positive. No. And you know what? Like, I'm sure Tim Hartley spends a good, 20% of his life really miserable. And that's the creative part. That's the really good. And I love Tim. But you'll never be as good. And I won't either. I won't even come close. Tim Hartley's amazing. So, no matter how hard you work, because he's got an aesthetic and he's got an eye. And yeah, I mean, he did the kabuki. He did the freaking kabuki cut. He invented the bias cut, that haircut that Rihanna was like wearing a few months ago. And it just must have been so funny. Like, if Tim had Instagram and he'd be scrolling through at these hairdressers, like, look at my awesome undercut. He'd be like, I invented that. Right, I'm Tim Hartley. You suck. Fuck you. You know? Which, I don't know. I like to think that's how Tim Hartley talks. I like to think that Tim Hartley has a Instagram and he just scrolls through, like, pound behind the chair, and he just laughs his asses off at all of us. Even Pound Hairbrain, which is probably the best of the poundage going on. He probably scrolls through that and just goes, that's so cute. That, they're trying, you know. So, yeah, there's that. Hey, so yeah, this is looking okay. I mean, it sucks, but it's looking like pretty good. Well, I mean, the haircut doesn't suck, but I totally suck. So I'm just gonna go through, oops, sorry.
Okay.
Did I hurt you?
No.
Besides the ear? Because I stayed away from the ear. I'm just gonna go through and just barely like clean up these little cowlick lines that are popping up. I probably shouldn't use any tension because there's that evil, dirty like cowlick hiding out there. Yeah, so talking about my screwed up haircuts, I mean, yeah, it's been so bad that, you know, like, what was the gnarly one? Like, I had one, it was for a show one time, and it was my big chance to do a haircut, and it was just a regular guy. And I cut his hair. It was for like one of the big shows for the company I worked for, and he had a little bald spot right there. that I didn't know about, and I went and cut it, and then all of a sudden it's like, blah, bald spot. And so then I like go to like some other guy that doesn't work for my company. I'm like, hey, look, he's kind of got a little bald spot showing there. How do I fix that? And he's like, yeah, just fade it up. Just fade it up. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, just scissor comb it, fade it up. And I'm like, okay. And now it's just like big arrow. Like, look at this fucking alopecia. Look at it right here.
Oh my God.
It's horrible. And it was just the makeup people, they had to airbrush the spot black. And that was an example. And now, like, I still wake up under the bed thinking there's bald spots under the bed. I still wake up in a cold sweat going, oh, I'm running down a dark hallway and a bald spot is following me. Like, it's awful, and I don't wish that on anyone. So yes, I've had my fair share of bad haircuts, and I can still remember every single one of them. But this haircut is not terrible. This is actually pretty passable for Joshua Flowers. This is pretty good. I feel good about it. I'm not saying like beat yourself up over everything when you say that you suck, but just don't break your arm trying to pat your own back. That's all I'm saying. You know, and always look at it and, you know, because I take it too far. Like every time I do a picture or a video, I'm like, God, you are so terrible. Why, when will you find something you're good at? Like, and I go over the top and I beat myself up and I'm super pessimistic. Don't go as far as I go. Go like halfway there, or I don't know, maybe just go out to your mailbox and be like, oh, he's way over there and like Dark World. But, you know, just never be that, don't be that kid I was, strutting around in leather pants thinking you're all awesome when your client has ketchup running down her face, or a disconnection as I called it at that time. So there we go. There's my bob.
So cute.
There's my A-line bob, and it's fun. Yeah, and no bangs. We're not gonna do bangs because there's this crazy like cowlick thing going on there. I wanted to do middle part, but the cowlick totally fought me. It wouldn't let me do it, but I think she would look amazing if the cowlick would let me. Maybe that side. What happens on this side?
Never had bangs, so that's fine.
Yeah, no, don't. It's a bad idea for you. Like if you get them short again, like you'll wake up in the middle of the night and you're falling from a high-story bang. That's it. It will haunt you. Because bad hair will haunt you. So that's why education is important, so you can sleep at night. That's all there is to it. Okay. All right. I'm happy with this. I kind of back home every haircut now. I'm kind of over that. I'm not going to do that. I need to do something different.
You have it as well.
Yeah, but the show's over, so we're done. We're gonna get Elena. We're gonna get Elena in one of the t-shirts, then we'll come back and photograph her. And yeah, thanks for being my model. That was awesome. Thank you, Jacob Del Rosario, for being my makeup guy. Oh, thank you. Do you have an Instagram?
Yes.
You're gonna have to. I don't. You're
Del
just.
Rosario.
It's what?
JTDELROSARIO. Got
Wow, I'm sure everyone's typing that in right now. That's really easy. Like, why not just JTDR? No, DLR. Della, right? No, Del Rosario. That's where I screwed up. Thanks, Hannah, for being my assistant. I don't know where she went. Okay. Bye. Thanks for Carrie for coming by and hanging out. And thanks for my awesome model, Alina. So yeah, I'm gonna shut the stream off now. But if you guys want to hang out, and well, no, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's over now. But if you want to watch me do a photo shoot, I'll be doing that. And yeah, thanks everyone for everything. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Federico for giving me my dream job and a place to do the show, though I know you miss all the graffiti. Thanks for being a model. Thanks to all my models over the years. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. I accepted an award for the HVAs. That was the big thing, because if no one had supported me and watched my stuff and commented, I would have never gotten to the point where I made another video after my first couple. So really, like, all credit goes to Katie Butler and you guys for any accomplishment I have, because I suck. So it's all your responsibility, guys. All right, thank you. Have a good night. Woo! Yeah. Okay, and microphone is off.